Hi students, in previous class we discussed integrated rate law of first order reaction and zero order reaction and their half-lives we discussed it. So now in this class we are going to discuss some problems on integrated rate equation of first order reaction. Okay. Now and before that see some important points for regarding first order reaction. See, so write as note points. First one. First note point, all natural, unnatural and artificial radioactive decay of unstable nuclei take place through first order kinetics. First order kinetics. That means all naturally occurring and artificial radioactive decay of unstable nuclei will follows first order kinetics. Okay, and one more important point is second point is decomposition of N2O5 and N2O follows first order kinetics. Follows first order kinetics. Okay, that means what is the meaning here? Decomposition of N2O5 and decomposition of N2O follows first order kinetics. Okay, see that an example. Radium will decompose to helium plus radon. Okay, decomposes to helium and radon. Here radium atomic number 88 and mass number 226. Radon atomic number 86, mass number 222 and helium atomic number 2, mass number 4. Okay, so it decomposes to radium will decomposes into, it is an unstable nuclei, it decomposes into helium and radon. Okay, so it follows which order? First order. Follows first order. And one more example, see, N2O5 will decomposes to N2O4 plus half O2. It is also first order. Kinetics. Okay, so what are the important points here? All natural and artificial radioactive decay of unstable nuclei will follow through first order kinetics, and decomposition of N2O5 and N2O will follows first order kinetics. Okay, so these are the some important points regarding first order reaction. Okay, now we are going to solve some problems on first order reaction. Okay, once you see this problem number 1, the initial concentration of N2O5 in the following first order reaction. See, this is the first order reaction which we discussed in the examples. Okay, see, initial concentration of that N2O5 reactant N2O5 is given, that is 1.24 into 10 power minus 2 mole liter inverse at a temperature 318 Kelvin. The concentration of N2O5 after 60 minutes was how much? 0.2 into 10 power minus 2 mole liter inverse. Okay, calculate the rate constant of a reaction. First of all, what is this? What is the order of this given reaction is? Given order of the reaction is which reaction? First order reaction. So for first order reaction, see the solution. First order reaction, rate constant K is given by 2.303 by T into log of initial concentration of the reactant, that is R naught by concentration of the reactant at time T, which is RT. Okay, see, initial concentration of N2O5 is given, that is how much? 1.24 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay, and concentration of the reactant N2O5 at the time 60 minutes is given, that is 0.2 into 10 power minus 2 mole liter inverse. Okay, now substitute the given parameters. Time is also given, that time is how much? 60 minutes. At the time of 60 minutes, what is the concentration of the reactant? 0.2 into 10 power minus 2. At a time of 60 minutes, the concentration of the reactant RT is how much? 0.2 into 10 power minus 2. Okay, and initial concentration of the reactant is given here. This is the initial concentration of the reactant. No? The initial concentration of the reactant N2O5 is given, that is how much? 1.24 into 10 power minus 2. Okay, and 2.303. Okay, so now on simplification, see, this one cancel. 1.24 by 0.2, that is 6.2 times, that is 2.303 by 60 into log of 6.2. Log 6.2 value is 2.303 by 60 into log 6.2 value 0.7924. Okay, so on simplification, this is what we will get. Here first of all, see the time is given in 60 minutes now. That means we are taking time in minutes. Okay, we didn't convert this given time into seconds, not converted. Okay, you have to observe that. Okay, now on simplification, this value will get 0.0304 minute inverse. Okay, how you get minute inverse means your time you are taken in minutes, that is 60 minutes. If you convert the 60 minutes into seconds, we will get some value. The some value and units become second units. Okay, it is the value of rate constant of first order reaction from the given kinetic data. Okay, now see the reaction once again. See this problem once again. See, a first order reaction is given, which is N2O5 decomposes to N2O4 and half O2. Okay, so initial concentration of the reactant is given, that is how much? 1.24 into 10 power minus 2. And concentration of the reactant at time is given 0.2 into 10 power minus 2 mole liter. So rate constant of this first order reaction is given by the formula K equal to 2.303 by T into log of R naught by R at T. So on substituting the initial concentration, that is 1.24 into, and substituting the given initial concentration 1.24 into 10 power minus 2 and concentration of the reactant at time T, and that is 0.2 into 10 power minus 2, and simplification we get log 2. So 2.303 by 60 into log 2, log 6.2. So log 6.2 value is this one, 6.2 value is this one. So on simplification finally we get 0.0304 minute inverse. Okay, it is the value of rate constant of first order reaction. Okay, now see the problem number 2. Okay, second problem number 2. Okay, a first order reaction is found to have okay, a first order reaction is found to have rate constant K, that is 5.5 into 10 power minus 14 second inverse. second inverse. Okay, then calculate, then calculate its half-life of a reaction. Calculate its half-life of a reaction. Half-life of a reaction. Okay. See here, the first order reaction. Which kind of reaction it is? First order reaction. Okay. First. Okay. See, given reaction is first order reaction is found to have a rate constant. Rate constant of this first order reaction is given, that is K into 5.5 into 10 power minus 14 second inverse. Calculate the half-life of its reaction. That means half-life of this first order reaction we want to calculate. So first of all, we should know the relation between half-life of a first order reaction and its rate constant. We should know the relation. That is half-life of first order reaction is reaction T half-life equal to T half equal to 0.693 pk, 0.693 by K. So half-life, that is rate constant of this first order reaction is given now, that is 5.5 into 10 power minus 14 second inverse. Therefore T half equal to 0.693 by, substitute the given rate constant, that is 5.5 into 10 power minus 14 second inverse, that is T half equal to 0.693 by 5.5 into 10 power 14 seconds. Okay, on simplification what we will get, T half equal to what we will get 1.26 into 10 to the power of 13 seconds. That is the value of half-life of a first order reaction from the given data, which is K value. Okay, now so based on this two problems, I am giving one more problem for homework. Try the problem. Okay, see, take a problem. A first order reaction have rate constant, that is 1.15 into 10 to the power of minus 2 second inverse. A first order reaction have a rate constant, that is 1.15 into 10 power minus 2 second inverse. Okay, now how long will 5 grams of 5 grams of reactant will take to reduce to 3 gram. Okay, that means see this equation, see that problem. Given reaction is a first order reaction and have a rate constant, that is rate constant K equal to 1.15 into 10 to the power of minus 2 second inverse. Okay, now see the question. How long will this 5 grams of reactant will take to reduce to 3 gram? That means in how much time this 5 grams is reduced to 3 grams. That means to reduce this initial quantity 5 grams to 3 grams, how much time will take? That we have to calculate. Okay, the time taken, what is the time taken to reduce this 5 grams of the reactant to 3 grams? Okay, that we have to calculate. And here already mentioned, that is first order reaction, and rate constant of this reaction is also given. Okay, now the time taken for a first order reaction, okay, is given by t equal to 2.303 by k into log of r naught by r at t. Okay, see, in how much time that concentration of reactant is, that means reduced, reduce it to 5 grams to 3 grams. That means to reduce that uh, 5 grams of reactant to 3 grams of the reactant, how much time will taken, that we have to calculate. Okay, k value is given 1.15 into 10 to the power of minus 2. R naught is given, that is 5 grams, and R at a particular time t is given, that is 3 grams. Okay, t we have to calculate, okay, by knowing the log values. Okay, do this problem as a homework. And next, one more important problem which is very important for PU, I am going to discuss. See once. See the problem. Show that in a first order reaction, time required for completion of T 99.9% is 10 times of its half life. Okay, that means the time required for completion of 99.9% of a first order reaction is equal to 10 times of its half life of a reaction. That means what is the meaning here? For a first order reaction, the time taken to complete, that means time taken T 99.9%, the time taken to complete, that is T 99.9%, is equal to 10 times of T half of first order reaction. This no need to write. Okay, see, for first order reaction, the time taken for T 99.9% of a reaction is equal to 10 times of its half life. That we have to show that. Okay, which is very important for PU problems. Board exam, very important for board exam, very important problem it is. Okay, simply sometimes they will ask like that, show that for first order reaction T 99.9% equal to 10 into T half. Okay, we have to show that. Okay, very important problem for PU. Okay, now see that first of all solution. Okay, now see that once, see how much percentage of the reaction is completed. 99.9% of a chemical reaction was completed. Okay, first of all consider initial concentration. Let initial concentration of reactant is 100 moles per liter. Initial concentration of reactant is how much? 100 moles per liter. Okay, see, given that 99.9% of reaction was completed. That is completed. That means here initial concentration of the reactant is almost 100 moles per liter. Okay, 99.9% of the reaction was completed means how many moles of that reactant is left. Okay, so how many moles of that reactant is left, that we have to know. Okay, that is how much 99.9% of the reaction was completed means how much is left? 0.1% is left. 0. In out of 100 moles 99.9% is completed means 0.1% is left. 0.1% means how many moles is left? That is 99.9% means how much? 0.1 mole liter inverse is left. It is the left concentration. Okay, left. Therefore take the first order reaction formula. Integrated rate equation of a first order reaction, that is for first order reaction the time t equal to 2.303 by k into log of concentration of the reactant by concentration of the reactant at time t. Okay, now see t equal to 2.303 by k log of, in a time t how much is completed? 99.9% of a chemical reaction was completed. That means how much percentage is left? 0.1 percentage is left. In 100 moles per liter, the 0.1 percentage means how many moles? 0.1 mole per liter. Concentration of reactant was left. Okay, so initially what you have taken? Initial concentration, how much you have taken? Initial concentration of reactant is 100 moles per liter. At a particular time t, 99% of the reaction was completed. 99.9% of the reaction was completed means how much is left? 0.1 mole per liter concentration of reactant was left, that is 0.1. Now t equal to 2.303 by k into log of 100 by 0.1, that is nothing but 1000, because 0.1 means we can write it as a 10 power minus 1, and 10 power minus 1 means it moves to numerator side and it becomes into the 100 into 10, then we get 1000. 1000 means we can write it as a 10 power 3 na, 10 power 3. Therefore t equal to 2.303 by k into the log of it is in the form of log of a power n. A power n means n into log n, that is 3 into log 10. 3 into log 10. Log 10 value is how much? Log 10 value is how much? 1. This log 10 value, this log 10 value 1. So here 1 will come. Therefore t equal to 2.303 by k into 3. That is how much? T equal to 2.303 by k into 3. That is how much? 6.909 by k. Now it is the equation 1. It is the equation, take it as equation 1. Actually, we know that half-life of a first order reaction is, for first order reaction half-life is given by, that is, take the formula, that is for first order reaction T half equal to 0.69 by A, that is 2. On dividing equation 1 by equation 2, what we get? See, equation 1 by equation 2, that is T by T half equal to 6.9 by K by how much? That is how much? 0.69 by K, that is how much? What will get? See once, 6.9 by K into 0.69 into K. Both are cancelled. It will 0.69 means it cancelled in how many times? 10 times. Therefore it gives, this one will gives T by T half equal to 10, that is T equal to 10 into T half. Okay, here T means which time here? The time taken to complete 99.9% of the reaction. No, the T becomes 99.9%. It is the half-life. Therefore, we can say that T and time taken to complete 99.9% of first order reaction is equal to 10 times of its half-life. 10 times of its half-life. Okay, for first order reaction, the time taken to complete 99.9% is equal to its 10 half-lives. Okay, it is very important problem. See once again. Okay, see A first order reaction was completed. A time so that a first order reaction time required for completion of 99.9% is 10 times of its half life of a reaction. That is, for first order reaction, we have to show that T 99.9% is equal to 10 half lives. Okay. First of all, initially you are taken that initial concentration of the reactant is 100 moles per liter, and given that 99.9% of the reaction was completed, was completed in a time t, in a time t seconds. In a time t seconds, 99.9% of the reaction was completed. Now take the first order reaction formula. For first order reaction, T equal to 2.333 by K into log of R1 by RT. It is a formula. So T 99.9% equal to 2.303 by K into log of 100 by R at T. R at T means at time T, how much percentage is completed? 99.9% is completed. That means 0.1% is left. Out of 100 moles per liter, how much left? 0.1 moles per liter is left. So that is 0.1. And substituting this, we get T equal to, that is T 99.9% equal to 2.303 by K into log K into log of 10 power 3. 10 power 3 means we can write it as 3 into log 10. So on simplification, what we will get? T 99.9%, 99.9%, T 99.9% is equal to 6.909 by K. Okay, and we know that for first order reaction, T half equal to 0.69 by K equal to K. So take it as second equation, and we are taking it as a first equation, equation 1 by equation 2, that is a T 99 by T 99.9% by T half equal to 6.9 by K into 0.69 into 69 into K. Then what we will get? On simplification we will get. Okay. Otherwise, one more model is also there. That is, no need to take this half life C1s. Here also we can solve this problem. That is T 99.9% equal to is 6.9, that is how much? 0.6909 by K into 10. It is nothing but 0.69 by K, which is called as T half of a first order reaction. That is T 99.9% equal to T half into 10. Okay. So like this also we can solve this problem. Okay, which is very important for PU exams. Okay, and next see, in last class we discussed integrated rate law, first order and zero order reactions. Okay, so prepare well. The two reactions of the two concepts are very important. Okay, for board exam. In that zero order and first order reaction integrated rate equations, definitely one will come for PU board exams. Okay, hi.